Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping straight into a really fun personal story.
Yeah, sounds intriguing.
It is. Our source is an excerpt from the podcast Laughing Matters with Mary. They had this guest, Robbie.
Okay, Robbie, got it.
And he tells this story about how something completely unexpected happened, and it turned into this moment of pure comedic gold.
One of those moments. Love those.
Exactly. So our mission really is to unpack that. How does an unforeseen event lead to something memorable and funny? We're kind of looking at accidental fame, you know?
And those social dynamics that just pop up when you least expect them. It's fascinating how things can just veer off script.
Totally. Especially when you get those, did that really just happen moments?
Right. It often says something about maybe cultural context or social pressure or just the sheer unpredictability of, performing in front of others.
Okay, so let's paint the picture. Robbie's in Tokyo, business trip.
Standard stuff so far.
Pretty standard, yeah. But then he and his colleagues decide to hit a karaoke bar, a Japanese karaoke bar.
Okay, and that might be a bit different from what some of us picture, right?
That's a good point. How is Japanese karaoke maybe different? Does that context matter here?
Well, yeah, I think it does. Often in Japan, you have these karaoke boxes, so private rooms. Not usually, like a big open bar where everyone watches.
Okay. More self-contained.
Exactly. It's often part of socializing, even with colleagues. A place to bond, unwind, maybe let your guard down a bit.
Which might explain the group dynamic that happens next.
Could definitely play into it. A more sort of focused group environment, perhaps. More encouragement or maybe pressure.
Pressure seems right because Robbie, he says himself, his voice is, how do you put it, a weapon of mass distraction.
Okay, so not exactly aiming for singing stardom then.
Not at all. Zero intention of singing. But you know how it goes. Colleagues start nudging.
The classic scenario.
Before he really knows what's happening, there's a microphone in his hand.
Oh, dear. And with the song? Please don't say something easy.
Definitely not easy. Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Wow. Okay, that's ambitious.
Right. That's not a song you just casually attempt. It's like an epic, complex, dramatic.
Needs commitment. And probably some vocal range wouldn't hurt either.
Which, by his own admission, he didn't really have. So you can already sense where this might be going.
It sets the stage for, something memorable, one way or another. Either surprisingly good
or spectacularly funny. And guess which way it went?
I have a feeling it wasn't a Grammy-winning performance.
Not quite. He launches into it, giving it his all, apparently. But then the moment arrives. The high notes.
Oh.
And his voice just completely cracks, audibly shatters the illusion of rock god.
Oh, no. The dreaded voice crack.
But instead of just being awkward, Mary, the podcast host, she described it as turning into this, unintentional comedy act.
Okay, so it wasn't just a small blip. It was a performance piece in itself.
Pretty much. Imagine that operatic section just descending into chaos.
That's actually hilarious to picture.
Yeah.
But how did the audience react? Were people cringing?
That's the amazing part. You'd expect awkward silence, right? Or maybe polite golf claps.
Yeah, or just looking away politely.
Nope. Apparently, the people in the bar, total strangers, mind you, found it absolutely hysterical.
Really? They were laughing with him, not at him.
Seems like it. They were laughing. Some people even started recording it on their phones.
Wow, okay. Accidental fame indeed.
And they started singing along to his unique version.
That's brilliant. So instead of being mortifying, it became this shared, funny moment.
Exactly. It just connected everyone through this unexpected humor. It kind of shows how just rolling with it, even when you mess up, can be way more entertaining.
It really does. It flips the script on perfection, doesn't it?
Right.
We often think a performance has to be flawless.
Right. But maybe sometimes the flaws, the very human screw-ups, are what make it relatable and, funny.
Absolutely. It's authenticity, isn't it? Even accidental authenticity.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to be funny. He was genuinely trying to sing this massive song, and the failure was just relatable, glorious even.
A glorious failure. I like that. People connect with that shared humanity, that moment of imperfection.
And it probably created a much better vibe in that room than if he just, mumbled through it perfectly adequately.
Definitely sounds like it. So what was the reward for this masterpiece of accidental comedy?
Did he get a crown? A karaoke king sash?
He joked about not getting the karaoke king crown, no. But he did get a free round of drinks for his table.
The universal sign of appreciation. Or perhaps consolation.
Maybe a bit of both. But it feels like a fitting tribute to the unexpected joy he brought, right?
Totally. It acknowledges the moment, the shared laughter, and what did Robbie himself take away from it?
That's maybe the best part. His reflection was basically, look, sometimes the joke is on you.
Yeah, that happens.
But he said, if you just own it, if you lean into it, you might actually win the crowd over.
That's such a great insight. Don't run from the embarrassing moment. Just embrace the absurdity.
Exactly. Use the humor, the grace, turn it into something positive or at least memorable.
It's a solid piece of advice for navigating, life's little awkward moments.
So, wrapping up our deep dive here, Robbie's trip to Tokyo, the karaoke bar, the Bohemian Rhapsody disaster, it all culminated in this unexpectedly funny, positive experience.
From potential humiliation to shared hilarity and free drinks. Not bad.
Not bad at all. It really drives home that idea. Embrace the unexpected, even the failures. Sometimes they lead to the best stories.
It certainly makes you think, doesn't it? And maybe that's something for you, the listener, to mull over.
Yeah.
Think about a time something went, let's say, hilariously wrong for you.
Yeah.
Maybe in public, maybe just with friends. How did you react?
Did you try to hide it or did you own it like Robbie?
And what happened next? Was there maybe an unexpected positive outcome from just leaning into the chaos a little bit?
Could embracing the mess up actually be the best strategy sometimes? Definitely something worth pondering.